Keeping it real, the definition of keeping it real, at least to me, is exhibiting behavior that will advance you towards your goals and objectives in life. That's what keeping it real means. A lot of people have this very severe existential fear when they wake up in the morning because nothing is guaranteed. There's a great upside to it because you can become a millionaire within a week. But the downside is that there's absolutely no social safety net that helps you, get rid of that fear of having to survive every day. But the key to this is to understand that it's a journey and that your immediate environment right now doesn't have to be your future. So when you look at your past, when you look at your upbringing and you become scared because you think you might not be equipped, do not be scared because your past doesn't have to be your future. It's up to you what you do with your friends, with the starting five, with the goals and objectives that you have in your life. And I always say, enjoy every single minute.
I think what happens a lot of times is we're so quick to get to the destination that we don't appreciate the journey. And the journey on the way to the destination creates spaces where you're supposed to be uncomfortable so you know how to manage it. And I think everybody on this panel can tell you there's nothing worse than seeing somebody that makes it to prime time who's not ready for prime time. There's something that I hear all the time, that people are as successful as their greatest level of incompetence. And so once you start reaching a place of incompetence, then everything begins to stop. The thing that I see with young people is that you're rushing to your place of incompetence versus trying to find places not to be in the limelight, because you got flexibility in the dark that you don't have in the limelight.
You're also a lot smarter than you think, all right? You're made of much more than you're aware of. You're going to surprise yourself all the time. So if you're just on your toes, paying attention to what's going on around you, and even if you're acting like a fool for the next 10 years, do it with some sense of consciousness and responsibility, and you won't regret, whatever that foolishness might have been, all right? And we say foolishness to give you the freedom to make mistakes. That doesn't mean that's a license to be irresponsible, all right? But it's to give you the freedom to go for it, all right? You gotta go for it, all right? Be the best you can possibly be. Give it what you got and just go for it.
Self-discovery is sexy. Knowing yourself is sexy. Knowing that you need to take a bus ride in order to learn something is sexy.
That's
because
so sexy,
I'm the
man.
exact opposite. So whether it's
Appreciate you, bro.
that's because you know yourself. You're able to create an environment where you always win. I create an environment for myself where I'm winning as much as I possibly can. And so that means if there's a particular way I want to dress, if there's something that makes me feel good, you may not like the sparkly, but it works for me. It makes me feel pretty, and then I exude it. Whether you like it or not, I'm exuding something from the inside out.
You're going to have to be courageous enough to say, big mama, mama, dad, uncle, those people that helped me get here, you can't see what I see. And I appreciate you for putting me in the position to see it. But because I now see it, I have to make certain decisions to get there. And so sometimes motivation is one thing, but the other thing is being courageous enough to allow that motivation to take you places nobody in your family has ever been before. Because if you don't, you waste all that they've done to get you to this place in the first place.